every batsman or a cricketer for that matter, need to figure out what works for them. You need to know your strengths. You need to know your weaknesses. I think weaknesses is more important, because if you know what doesn't work for you, you can just focus your energies on what works for you, and back your shots. I think that's what the game is going towards, because the amount of sixes have been hit shows that batters are believing in themselves in terms of soaking those dot balls, and just making use of sixes. Yeah.
This year, there's an average of 7.27 sixes per innings. If you play on a normal Chinnaswamy Stadium wicket, that goes up, of course. But look at the balls per six. There's two things that strike you straight away about that. When I saw this graphic just before going on air, my eyes went to 2009.
Yeah.
That was in South Africa. Those numbers will be different.
Yeah, those numbers.
But look at how many more sixes are being hit. Maybe that could be a reason why the Yorkers are lesser, because they're worried if they miss a Yorker a little bit, that'll go for six.
Yeah.
Balls per six is every 15 balls there's a six.
Yeah. And that percentage is going to only go northwards from now on, because people are getting better at it. They are perfecting the art. Secondly, and I think this is an important point to make, a lot of classical cricketers are looking at somebody like a Rishabh Pant and saying, that's not the way you play cricket, that's not the way you play your shots to balance. I have a very simple theory. When you go and look at a 100 meters runner, okay, you do not ask a marathon runner to analyze his action, and I think now the time has come really for all analysts to turn around and say, Test cricket is a art and there's definitely a lot of technique involved. T20 also has a lot of technique, but it may be a different kind of technique. Let's not confuse these two.
Yeah.
He may not be a great test player. Doesn't matter.
It's an interesting parallel. Not everyone has to sing like Bhimsen Joshi.
Exactly.
Because by the time you do, match is over. But even the marathon is a very good parallel. Just yesterday, I think Josh Butler was saying that in England, everybody considers him a lesser player because he's a white ball player.
Yeah.
And England is where the thinking will change last.
Yeah,
but I think in India, the thinking is changing. Do you find young kids saying, I don't want to take my foot to the pitch of the ball, I'll just take it away and hit through the line?
But I think going forward, there will be a distinction in terms of Test cricket. There will be specialists when it comes to Test cricket. There will be specialists in ODIs as well.
Yeah.
So that's the future of cricket, I think. And within a one-day setup also, you see that players playing certain phases of the game, and you've seen that with the extended power plays and all that. Now teams kind of have a select players who usually go into bat at that particular phase of the game just because of their ability, and you still need skill. I mean, you see Brandon McCullum playing that ram shot, or a Butler playing a reverse sweep. It's consistency is the key, and they've mastered that art, and it still requires a skill to execute that. So I think, and you still have to figure out the game situation, the game scenario, because not everyone can go out there and hit sixes at ease. So that you have to give credit to the guys who are playing and mastered a particular level of cricket.